if it's like the boarding event where you're like boarded and you just put all the power into your engines and try to get out before the flare goes off. If it is, like I said, an actual fight, then you have a ship fight too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you generally would like want to vent from areas away from airlocks because they're like the hardest places to vent out. But like the damage that I think it like rolls like a 33 or a 66% chance or something along those lines that a fire causes the damage. Maybe it's 33. Having more shields doesn't lessen the damage or fires right. Correct. It's just if you have a shield bubble up or not. Pray. Sometimes it comes down to that. Sorry. So yeah, Mike and I had a conversation where I like putting a buffer point into weapons, and this was a while ago, and Mike was of the mindset that it would be best to just hold up on the money so that you can get upgrades. But through his rigorous testing, came onto my side, which again is interesting because like I didn't really test it. It was just like something happened where I basically died because I didn't get upgrades and my weapons just kept getting hit, and I found that that was the solution to it, and so I just changed the way that I played, and then I stuck with it, and because it never seemed to cost me a run. And then Mike does the thing where he just like tests it multiple times and then makes like that determination like, oh, okay, yeah, that is the way to play. We're still not seeing eye to eye on Zoltan C. I think you should do the same thing with Zoltan C. He does not. I really don't know. It's could go one way or the other. Results-based analysis. It's not really results-based analysis, but it is results-based analysis. Hi, Tenebo. It's like, I have taken the mindset, if something killed me, stop doing it and see what I feel. And so far, 100% of the time, I've liked it. Every single time I change my playstyle because I think something got me killed, I've not been like, oh, I gotta go back to doing that the way that I used to do it. It's never happened. Which is pretty bonkers. The data you carry is vital to remaining Federation fleet. When you splash to the journey, so make sure to explore your sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the presumably gambler's fallacy over hundreds of decisions, over hundreds of games. I mean, there could come to a time where it was like, oh, I should do it this way or I should do it that way. And generally, there are like things where I'm like, I don't know. I was like, oh, if this outcome is better than another outcome, or this is a more of a likelihood than another one. All right, so this I do vent because it takes too long to vent this room, even with the 4, just if you get borders. But generally, I don't do like much venting. Store immediate. Okay. I'm always just about offer your help, free stuff. I don't know. Oh my gosh, are we doing it again where I get no money? I really would prefer to have money. Hey, Dirt, maybe find 50 flax and no live mines. That would be really nice. Attack the station. It does have hacking, which is annoying. We'll try and bring the hacking down first. In theory, we could, like, train here for a very long time. Or not. Hooray. Oh, it's going for my doors. Alright, I don't know. We'll get a little bit of training just because. Because there's always like a lot of things that are kind of like thrown around FTL, which is like sunken cost fallacy. Hindsight gets talked around a lot. That one, I think, that one's really interesting. Just because it always seems like it comes up as a reason, like, oh, like no one could have foreseen that to go that way. It's like, no, I probably could have. Definitely did. Is there a metric on how many ions the AI will charge up to? Oh, on these things? No. As far as I know, it just picks a number and goes. There's actually some really weird interactions with it because... Oh, yeah. I need to do this. I remembered. And then that's foolish, because I'll remember how to play eventually. Where, like, I have an idea of, like, what the kind of ships that I'm going to be facing, and base, like, my upgrades on what I find likely to run into the sector, mostly on what kind of shield systems I'm going to be running into. And then everything else is just planning and consideration. What are you? A sun. Suns aren't inherently the worst. Alright, so we go 1, 2... Maybe we go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much power do I have? I get 3 and 3. So I could get the shield and the halberd beam up. That seems not amazing. I guess we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. I'll wait for the O2 to get back up. And that's why I did like a whole video about like value, because people would just be like, oh, this gets scrapped, so it's pure value. And it's just like opportunity cost. It's like an opportunity cost gets like this really narrow, has a really narrow focus. And hindsight became like, that was really interesting. Like I said, particularly with my playstyle, I'm like, oh, that didn't work. Change the way that I play. And then, okay, that did work. Like I was able to understand what I did wrong and learn from it. Or at least get like a part of it. Like Mantis Z took a while to try and figure out like what kind of boarding comps I want to use, and then find like another one. But like a change that I make to my playstyle, it should improve, right? Like I should be able to determine where I made a mistake and then attempt to no longer make that mistake. But the hindsight thing is like, for results-based analysis... Oh, this is really gross. Please miss. I just need one of the shots to miss. Unless this is an ion bomb. I don't know if we can have an ion bomb. But, like, results-based analysis was the thing where... It was less about... Like, I don't care about that. I don't... Like, if it's, you know... Somebody going like, oh, okay, it was good to get a blue upgrade or like chase for a blue option because I hit the things that I wanted to. Like, yeah, okay, I guess that's like results-based analysis. But I wouldn't use that to actually like verify that that's why I do something. Like I said, if something costs me one time, I stop doing it. That's all it takes. Like, if it cost me the potential of winning, why would I ever do it? Hey, Badger! Am I in trouble or am I not in trouble? Trouble. Ish. All right, so we do this, and we do this? guess. Shield's critical. That's what I hear. Cool. Hey, not that one guy. Hope you are well. What's up? We're just doing a little Zoltan. Nice. I'm a little bit injured. I caught my toe and it hurts like a lot. Life's been treating me pretty alright. Yeah, no, I'm just busy this week. Like, normally my weeks are like, I got like one thing I need to worry about, but I had a convention this morning. Tomorrow they're gonna fix what's been going up in the leak that's been going on for a couple months that they kept telling me that they took care of. They didn't. They never took care of it with the old fixing staff here. They just kept putting these pads underneath the water heater above me, in the apartment above me, so it was no longer dragging on the pipes. But there was always still water going, and it basically disintegrated the flooring underneath the water heater. So to prevent that from crashing down, they're going to have to redo all the flooring up there. So that's going to be loud. I got 2 events with my mom. We're actually going to go, this weekend, we're going to go see Batman, like the original Michael Keaton with a live orchestra. Sounds fun. I would like money. 1, 2, 3. Do I go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, we go like this. Yes, I like this idea. As long as everything goes okay. Promotions. Missing cargo ship nearby floating. I don't know this event. Thank heavens, we've been drifting here. I will receive... Give him 4 fuel. No. 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 This is medium scrap. This is nothing. I'll go down to 12. It's 1 less than I want. But I like medium scrap. Ugh, 14. And such a day. No, not this leak. No, it's mostly been just contained in like my utility closet, which is like directly below theirs. It was just like a drip. It's really annoying because it was something that I complained about, and they were just like, we took care of it. It's fine. I was like, all right, it's back. Oh, we're gonna, and now it's like they spent 3 days doing whatever they needed. They had like 2 emergency vehicles and an excavator that had to like rip up the front lawn to like gain access to some pipe. I don't know why. Like specifically, it's just like, this is why preventative measures are like a good thing. Yeah. Oh, I would prefer not to have a fight. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, now all the rest is just saving up money. Saving up the money. So this buffer point here, what it does is it gets the Leto online, which is really nice. Because against like other ships, we can like kill them quicker. Leto burst 2. When we need to do that kind of a thing. It also means that if we take like 1 damage in our system, our halberd beam is protected, which is really nice. It also means if we get hit by an ion, we're okay too. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a discount going on here. Because, we are not accept surrender. Yesterday's run, I recall there being a lot of those. Gestro, also, hold on a second. I should... Gestro wanted a rock. Badger totally wanted, I'm going to assume, a mantis if we find one. Okay, notes. This may fire first, but that's okay because we'll just take the damage. You here, you here. Fix it faster. As soon as I get in the room. Boop. Oh, you just have to tell Crash it. Would Badger want to be a mantis? Yeah, yes. Actually, I was having another conversation about, like, he was talking about a situation where he sold a hull 2 for a burst laser 2, and then, like, broke down all the, like, monetary considerations, where it's like, now I have a buffer point instead of I don't. I now have a 3-second faster volley, which is really good. I also don't have to use a reactor that I was before. So, like, it seems like I'm making a pretty lateral change in terms of shots, but there's actually a ton of value that's, like, hidden there. It's not really obvious. And I was like, you should make a video about that. I don't think I prevented. Okay. Alright. Okay. You know what? I think we'll just do that to start out with. Yeah, that's the third one so far. I don't do cheeky swipes. I just don't. No. I could just fire a missile and get out of here, but this fight's now under control. So. That's fine. I also do this on Crystal B, like venting the cloaking room, because you can get like quad borders in there, and there's only like the one airlock nearby, so it just doesn't vent fast enough. Okay, so we go 1. Continue on with the plant. Should wait for oxygen to go back up, but aid the civilian ship. No burst laser 2. Let's go. All right, so the second time this fires, it's dangerous. Do I want to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thanks for the follow. So if I hit this, it's only 9. I'm not out of here anyways. Let's just make the fight safe. Also, there's a 4 damage swipe I should probably go for. Just because. Burst laser 1 and heavy wood instead. I mean, right, but also not. Oh, they had a buffer point. That's... Oh, and they definitely have... Was that an NG repair? Spooky. Might have been a waste of a missile there. 18 and nothing. Alright, fair enough. Because I didn't check to see the timing if they could fire in time, and then they only hit a shield bubble. The real concern is just getting hit by the heavy one. That heavy ones are... yeah, no, because I forget Halberd beam's like 17 seconds, so it takes a while. It's like, how do they fix it before my weapons fire? Oh, right. Timing. That's how that works. Come on, O2, hurry up. As we go. 74, 75. That looks like, is that a burst 1 or a burst 2? You're gonna be burst 2, aren't you? What are we up to? 4? think we're at 4. And it's a level 2 cloak? Get out of here. Get out of here with that garbage. Oh, it's an ion bomb too. Oh, that's rude. I can't do the force wipe because if they have a buffer point, that's like really bad. We'll do it this way. Putting the 3 crew here so if the ion bomb lands in our weapons, it won't get ioned. Man, FTL just really doesn't want friends. You have a question. Oh, we held out a pip. I didn't realize that. Is this a question what my name would be if I did a certain thing? Is that the question in hand? Is it perhaps? Maybe? I'm here for it. Alright. So we did 81 plus 35 scrap. Man, considering we got a map, 116 is not amazing. Well, I don't know. Maybe we get something on the exit. Free damage. Let's go. I had Hole to roll it. I shouldn't have rolled. I had Hole. If you were to survive in the wilderness for several years, completely alone, presume you have prerequisite skill to successfully accomplish this feat. Would you prefer to be in a hot climate or like a jungle or a cold climate like the Arctic? I do not like the heat. I was born in Syracuse, New York, and you know, we just dealt with like snow all the time. It's basically like Buffalo or Canada. Nice generalization there. And then we moved to San Antonio, Texas. Remember the Alamo. And it is hot. Dragon's Age. And hot is gross. I guess. We do have the Leto online. It's more money than Uncharted. Technically more stores since Uncharted can roll no stores. It's not like why I do it that way, but just immediate store. And I have $81. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the problem is then I'm slightly light on fuel where I want to be. We take hacking. That's a pretty good spot to be in. Oh, there's the second store. Alright, how much fuel is here? 3. Sell halberd for LRS. That's just more money. Okay, so Sector 2, you know, this is the sector generally. Like I said, once we get our buffer point and weapons, what I'm looking for is either hacking or another weapon to get online. We really want to get to Shields 2, because the upcoming sector, Sector 3, we can start seeing double offensive drones, and you can also get like drones and hazards. You can get it in Sector 1, but like, and they'll have like nastier weapon systems. So like for safety reasons, you really want to have 2 shields by then. Like you just do. So, but I don't, with the Zoltan shield and my regular shield bubble, I shouldn't need it like any earlier. So there's always like 50 scrap that's just kind of locked in for shields and shields alone. But then there's that problem of like getting a weapon online, like finding a weapon and then spending the money to get it online. But we have hacking, which is nice because again, up next sector, there are 2 shielded ships, and halberd beam does nothing to 2 shielded ships. So we do have a plan. I'm tempted to just go like 1, 2, and go there just for fuel. Maybe we get enough. Let's hang around. Let's go like 2 jumps just to see if I get like denied fuel. I hate running out of fuel. It's not as dangerous as I think it is, but I really hate running out of fuel. Okay. Leto. Stop drinking the fuel. We know it's a Leto because this is drone control, and they don't pair Leto, or they don't pair Artemises with drone control in the first 2 sectors. Rather go for the shield training. Like that offline, I think. Neat. No, not Jared Leto. Though he is the lead singer from like 30 Seconds to Mars, right? So there's a space connection. Always a buffer. Yeah. I didn't know until relatively recently, like the Rebel Riggers and Disruptors, like they can't have buffers. They will put a drone in the spot until they're all filled up. But the offensive ones, yeah. Yeah. They do that thing. Please, fuel. Like, just give me, like, 4 fuel. Just give me 4 fuel. Uh-huh. You're running away. We're safe-ish. So I do have that. How much harder would the game be if Rebel Riggers could roll combat drones? What do you mean? They can have combat drones. Like if they rolled like a bunch of combat drones? I forget like how it works. There's like actually like a formula behind it. Yeah, they can have offensive drones. Disruptors, yeah. Yeah. That's why they're like so bad, because you can run into one in like Sector 1 that's like a combat 1 with double heavy laser ones, and it'll kill you before you have anything that you can do. Vanilla, that's fair. Alright, does this just solve my problems or not solve my problems? Yeah. Cool. Because we get 2 swipes before they get to the repair, right? Because it's longer than a Mantis to fix it. 36 seconds? 37 and a half? $8? Are we gonna kill like a zillion ships and just get like no money? We did get to 12 fuel. I don't know how I feel about jumping to here just to buy fuel when we're just 1 below where I normally like to be. 37.5. Yeah, I remembered a number. I did it. Yeah, I don't know. Spending fuel, if it's 3, then it's a net negative. I don't think so. Yeah, I actually have the perfect defense against people who call me out for getting things wrong. Dude, we all get things wrong in FTL. Everybody. I get things wrong in FTL. I mean, not Mike, but everybody else does. Occasionally Mike. Hey! That's awesome. Yeah, fair. Fair. Okay. All drones all the time. You know what? You know what? Okay. Defensive assort. I think that technically solved my problem. Sneak in a little bit of training. We can try. Be here for a bit. Yeah, is it just 3 more times we're safe? We can be sort of safe. Like, we're like pretty safe. Yeah, but the point is to, like, train the beam. Any benefit we can get is a good benefit. Even though, like, we don't generally want the Zoltan on piloting. Not because they're a bad pilot. Well, they are a bad pilot, because it's a waste of a reactor. Da, 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 da. So many missiles. I mean, maybe we'll find it. Yeah, I don't know. The whole training thing is silly. Like, I get why they kind of implemented it, but in terms of, like, min-maxing, you feel, like, compelled to do it. Imagine Crow thinking Zoltans are just a battery. Zoltans are people, too! My lawyer has advised me not to answer. I like Zoltans. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Zoltans. Saiba, Billy, for example, refer to them as scummy bummies. Someone else doesn't like them. And I can't remember their name for the life of me right now. Like, I think they're really cool in that they have, like, power stealing capabilities, ion proofing capabilities, and that's, like, really neat. And so there's, like, a lot of micro that you do. It makes them really complicated. Oh, come on. Have we low-rolled, like, every single reward? Just every single reward. No, well, we did get the missile weapon. That's true. But we came into this sector with 81 scrap. We jumped into a store, and we bought a thing. Right? And then we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jump cents then, and made 40 bucks. Goodbye Dynamite is probably effective with people with pause or no pause. Well, I mean, it's one of the reasons, like, we generally try to stick them in a place where if we forget, it's a forget thing. Not racist, I just don't like them. Like, that's what it is. They're bad at putting out fires. I mean, there's... Chorus Crow likes them. Oh, jeez. Oh, look at that! I believe that's a Dr. Badger. Complete as MD? Sure, I'll take me. It's. Look, I need bodies. I'm not looking for accreditation. Real question: do you trust me to pilot the ship? No. We're gonna totally take away piloting to the ship when we find somebody who's not a mantis, so you can go punch people. I know how much you love punching people. Take you on a score adventure? Oh no. Suspicious. Ah, this is gross. Alright, we vented to get them out of piloting so we could keep charging our piloting. Send them on their way. Oh, well, it's not a burst too, thankfully. Oh. Yeah, attack the slaver scum. Please don't have a buffer point. I would really prefer if you didn't have a buffer point. Thank you. Oh, you can train off that? No. Boop. Right, we already set up both stores in the sector, so we won't see another one. 9 fuel, yeah, right, it's fine. We'll just get a store next sector. It's green and purple, which means it has to be uncharted, because slugs don't show up until sector 4. That's good. Maybe green won't be Zoltan. Everything will be fine. Waiting for the O2 to get back. Making sure we actually save positions. The actual hardest thing to do in FTL. Gosh, a rebel sector and we're sitting at, what, 72 bucks? Well, I get, what, is this 30? 65? Half? Okay. It's not been great. Not been great. Oh, good. Good. Cool. Number 5. Do you think Uncharted Sector would be rated higher if you jump into them? The game just launched an emulated instance of a random Uncharted game, and you had to play through that and leave the sector? That sounds expensive. No. Even that cut it kind of close. Even that kind of cut it close. Yeesh. Oh, ROMs are free. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, one, they shouldn't occasionally just not spawn stores. That's like an actual problem. Even though it only happens like what, 1.5 or 3% of the time or something like that. Like, that's just not cool. I mean, they could just filter out to try and roll less empty beacons. That would be pretty helpful. I get, like, the idea was, right? Like, oh, you get so many more jumps, so, you know, the beacons have to be a little bit more empty, or then everybody would go to them if they were really packed in. But because of, like, how you can roll rewards, and in hard mode, you already have, like, less scrap, right? Because how it downshifts, you can just, like, it's really bad. And stores are so important. Stores are just so incredibly important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I guess we go 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's possible. We'll see. Should get a free map at the start of the sector, and so we have charted nebulas? Yeah. Did we only fight auto ships? I think we only fought auto ships. That's fun. Hey! Look at you in, like, normal weapons. Aww. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would be nice to do that, but I don't think I can. I don't want this hacking to come at a really awful time, and then I get clipped by this, and I'm like, oh, that's all terrible and awful now. I don't like terrible and awful. Again, I'll get a little bit of extra training. I can already hear Nintendo's legal team breaking down my door. I don't. Like, I get it. You have to be protective of your IPs and but man, like, Nintendo does so much good, like, as like from like perspective of like other companies, and then but they're just there's see. Okay, so it's like fine. Unaffected to incredibly depressed house. How should be if enemies could get piercing heavy laser? I mean, at 2 power, they could get it in sector 1, and at firing at 10 seconds, that would be like devastating. Like, if they just get like a Leto in that weapon, it like no, absolutely not. I don't know how many ships could survive it. Like, ones that are, like, based on using shields. Or it's just like, nope, instantly into your weapons for 2 damage and a breach, or 2 damage and double fires. Good luck. Incredibly depressed, yes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a close. It's a maybe. Oh, thank you. Okay. Alright, fuel problem sorted. 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's definitely more than 6 stashes. Alright. To signal FTL. This is not the ASB one, right? 5 borders in a rebel ship or nothing. Okay, all right. Like, that's one of the ones where like you can deal with the like the borders in the ASB, and I just like blank through it. All right, $9. Prove your reactor for 4 missiles and 2 drone parts. Huh. Eight drone parts is a little low. I mean, I feel like I would just have to buy them back anyways. I had to spend, what, 70 scrap in the upcoming sector? Do we spend 100? We have to go hack 2, because my game doesn't run at 30 FPS. Like, the missiles are fine. 8 times 2. Well, the missiles are slightly relevant, not as much. Free value, yeah. I don't know, like 8 drone parts is kind of okay, but we're good. But I do like need them for every fight. I'm probably going to need them for every fight. I do have the swarm I can sell. I feel like this is actually a no. Uncharted NG. Ugh. Oh well. NG. Immediate stores immediate? Oh, that worked out well. That was generally the plan. Alright, what do we look like? That? I think this is right. We get 2 shields because of the security. We get this, and then I probably need a reactor. For all the silly shenanigans. I do have the missile to sell. I kind of want to hang near the store, but also not hang near the store. I would like another weapon to just pair with the, Oh, I also... What's part 2 of this quest? Drone, crew members, 35 repairs, or nothing unless improved sensors matter. But then there's another part. ASB support scenario. Fight an auto ship. Fight an auto ship with a friendly ASB. Okay, so we want to go to that beacon. I'm not disappointed. Look, as long as I'm not the target, it's like on Discord for a long while, like Discord, the individual, like I was the person that if Discord was like, I wonder if this is appropriate to post, they would send me stuff. And I would say that they're about 50-50. Like 50% of the stuff they sent me was fine. 50% was like not. And so it was always... And then at some point, Mike's like, oh, I got something from Discord. And it was like, yay, it wasn't me. It wasn't me this time. That's what that was. Hang around the store. I mean, there's another store, but it could be buried there. All right. I normally don't try to, like, farm up for a store, but we're going to, like, kind of farm up for a store. Maybe. The Reign of Terror. Oh, hi. Is this just like a safe fight? Is that what that is? I'm on board with that. Ooh, we could, or I could just run ads. We could just run ads instead. Let's do that. Crow in therapy, recall the stuff you see, like, It's mostly new now. That's like when I went to therapy though. It was like the first like 7-8 sessions was just like, here's the awful thing that this is the furthest back in awful things I can remember all the way until about now-ish. And we're like, oh, okay. But yeah, let's just do the 3 minutes ads and then we'll come back and see where we have to speed hack the rest of the way. Let's do that. Get him out of the way. Free weapon programming. Shh. Man, I should. Oh, no. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. There we go. Free weapon button. Mike stole my keyboard. Well, no, I sent it to Mike, but... No, I wasn't gonna do the speed up. Because that would be really loud and annoying after 3 minutes. Welcome back. I figure I get partial of it, but like that's such a terrible sound. I'm firing that consistently. Alright. But we will now. Welcome back. Also, that's bothering me. That's fun process. Yeah, because I think now technically, officially, Mike has my keyboard, and then changed it and put my FARB key between the numbers 6 and 9, and put a little heart on it. Sure, you sure about that, Ramen? You don't have a question for like Badger or Mike? Conventional heating sources. None. I don't. None. I know nothing. I cannot say anything on the matter that would be constructive. Sorry. Okay, so that's all good and done. Yeah, I know. Question. I mean, do I test it? Would I rather fire 2 missiles because I can just do it with missiles? Oh, with the one? Don't do this, game. Don't be like this. Okay, that hits. Alright, so we dealt 2 damage to that, so that's enough, right? They don't get the repaired in time. And it's not the Engie doing repairs. No. Ideally, I would have preferred to only use 1 missile, but that's fine. I mean, the fact that I could use missiles because, like, it could have had a buffer. 23. Hooray! Get to the storage cache. And some minor cloaking. So, Crow. That sounded loud. Okay, it's only a Leto. So Leto's gonna fire twice. Do I want to take the damage? I kind of don't want to take the damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, this is just a kill, though, right? 1 damage versus using a missile or using a drone part. Maybe it holds on. Okay, that works. Do you drive an EV, electric vehicle? No. I drive a Honda Civic. Now I really want to go to that store. Oh no! You think it's a very fuel efficient car, I'll have you know. And it didn't require mining a giant battery out of whatever environmental hazards. Like, all new technology is like bad until they can refine the process. It's good if you know what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, it's like really expensive, but then it's like, oh, okay, we figured it out, and now it's not. The thing I despise about electric cars is that they were all like really early on. They were all designed to tell people that you were driving an electric car. Like I hated that they wanted them like, make sure that they stand out so that everybody knows you're better than them because you're driving an electric car. Like, no, just look like another car. Interesting. Do I want a reactor? No, I kind of want to just go to the store and think of shenanigans before I get there. Forward scout. That's kind of gross. With double drones. Believe that is called more gross. Wow, this is really bad. We wait. Gosh, they could have a buffer. All right. Ooh, that was spooky. Hey, Monty. Like, everything really wasn't, like, it was like, this is another burst laser too. That's annoying. That was spooky. Just, But I like that. We use the Leto to try and keep their weapons in check, and then do all the power swapping to get... Whew, okay. That's fine. We're okay now. FTL? What are you doing there, FTL? Are you trying to tell me something? Are you trying to tell me something, FTL? Ugh. We're not doing oops all beams, chat. Chat, we're not doing oops all beams. We're not there yet. If we sell the Swarm and the Halberd Beam, we can afford cloaking. The Greek chorus watching you. Your oh, nice. I forgot about them. Yeah, it's a good demographic. That's so dangerous. I mean, I guess we could just sell the Zoltan shield. I still wouldn't be able to afford the other beam, though. Like, that's not happening. Well, I mean, I would buy it now, but... Oh... I'm very little Greek. Oh. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, we could just sell these two and we get cloaking. Is that good enough? It's pretty good. It means, unfortunately, we're hacking like every run or every fight. But then we just be like one weapon away from winning. You might reconstruct a teleporter. Sure. We don't buy the whole beam. We have a halberd beam. We have two halberd beams, in fact. I don't think hull beam is the play here. Like I said, we could just get cloaking. It just makes us super reliant on drone parts. Oh, I want to, sure, but as always, I want to win first and foremost. Mind control beam, right? Like a beam, you put it through their ship and it just mind controls everybody it passes through. That sounds like fun. Drone recovery beam. All right, now I think now you're not being serious anymore. All right, do I like this? Do I like selling the Swarm and this to get cloaking, and then I'm just like needing just to get another weapon? Ion missile artillery. All right. Mind control beam is a thing in MV. Well, see, I've never played MV, so you are the de facto MV expert. I yield to you. I could sell this and just get cloaking. And then I have two halberd beam. And see, like, that's just winning. Doesn't quite feel right. Alright, I know. It's super no fun. Funless, yeah. That's me! Don't be a halberd beam. Don't be a halberd beam. Don't be a halberd beam. Okay. Do we try? We just pre-cloak, right? Yeah, okay. Banks! 7 hull repaired. Oh, it's like -5 free damage. It's like negative... Okay. Cool. Crow! Reactorless run! It's time! What you gotta do now, Crow? No. No, please inform me what is it that I have to do now? Oh, I have to put all 4 of them in shields? Is that what we have to do? You have to pull by Copley. No! Oh, really? It's a store? 1, 2, 3. I think I just go around the store. Well, I don't know. How much do I want to go through the store? No, I think we take this jump first anyways. Vent everyone but except the Mantis. Wow. For the kids! Are you watching like Stand and Deliver? Stand By Me? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's 100% 4. Annabelle. Boop. Welcome on board. We are very green today. This is kind of like an electric car, right? Yeah. Got to count some dashes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is really close. Might just like be right on the money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, that's what I'm looking at. I think it's gonna go through it. 6 dashes at the slight angle. I'm only gonna do 3. I actually think it's good, but I don't want to dive back. If I'm wrong, and I'm not comfortable with being wrong, and I have everything else that I like need to win right now. I don't know. Something to replace the heavy ion? Okay. Oh no, okay, that's really not close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's only 5. Okay. I didn't like it. It's always tough when like it's not exactly straight and it's kind of broken over that. Defend the outpost, double rewards. Okay. Why though? Do we sell the to get 5 earlier? I thought about it, but I figured I didn't actually need to. Zoltan's gross. This game's fun. This game is fun. Oh gosh, are we diving? Ugh. The 4 most dreaded words in this chat right now. It's Ratman saying, I have a question. I guess. Like, I don't have reactor, but we are very much in the have enough to. Oh, and I got that. I got 25 scrap there as well. Okay. Do I just want to go there and sell out for money? I think we want this to be the setup, right? Like, once I get more reactor, we can bounce around there, but... That is so many nebulas. Again, I might change policy, because, like, normally I'm like, I go straight to a store, and then we leave, but we kind of always had things that we wanted. And it would be like, just kind of build up a small stockpile of scrap, hit the store, get everything we need, and then we just go. We have like a winning combination of stuff. Pulsar is pretty gross. Two pulsar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think our bubble's still up. Tis. Oh. Oh. I should have swapped around. No, maybe not. It was fine. Okay. No. All right. That's a ship. Is Heavy Ion better? Not really, because I still gonna have to hit him with a halberd to get through. I don't have mind control though. Oh, that's really bad. See, this is like one of the big discrepancies between no pause and pause play. Is like, if you're a no pause player, you have to try and calculate all the boarding spots, and you're like, okay, well, like here I can just vent and ignore, here I can kind of vent and ignore. But this is like they're just wedged in. They're gonna kill this before I can do anything about it. And I can't like really vent through without losing like a bunch of reactor in the process. Just taking my time. You still will have a cloak, and it'll be a pretty good cloak. 5 seconds. But I have to vent. Like, I'm thinking about just putting them into these rooms and venting out. According to my calculations, this is approximately 38 to 1. Like, because they're going to break this very quickly, and then they're going to move to weapons, and then things get pretty bad. Okay, so we determined the burst ion makes more sense than the heavy ion here, because I just need one of these shots to hit, and then I can hack their weapons and go from there. We're probably just gonna vent and then reoxygenate. Thanks for the follow. Right? Okay, so that didn't break. Cool. Okay. Cloak. Get hit by everything with 75% dodge. That was... Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to live. All right. Yeah, we're just taking a pause. It's hard mode, but still. Yeah, well, the other thing is just, like, people would be in a different position because they would have spent, like, a lot more scrap earlier on. And so they would have, like, they probably would have, like, engines for, but not cloaking. Okay. The one shot is fine. And this is slower, so now we charge it up. Hacking is over. bring him down into shields. Which one's my engines? Which one's Ratman? That Ratman? If I remove Ratman, is that a problem? No. I could just start doing more repairs, though. Oh, no power here means I don't know how much charge is left. Well, I just hacked him for 7 seconds, and the weapons hadn't fired. They should get the repair done in that time, but then the bubble refill. Well, that's gonna do for now. Just, okay. See if we can get it there in time. Probably don't. Oh, no, we just cloak. Yeah, no, we cloak because of this. And I don't have power here because I'm all locked out right now to know where I'm at. FTL. Why, baby? Why? Why gotta be this way? Yeah, see, the beam actually would have fired maybe when it was really close. Cool. Woo! That was fun! That's how we do that. Okay. Gosh, how many shots like hit through cloaking that fight? Quite a few. Quite a few. Yeah, I to be fair, I was not even thinking about how I wasn't gonna have shields when the beam fired, and of course it clipped like 2 of the most important systems it could. Ugh. We got everything else. Neat. Backup battery. Oh, I totally forgot we have the reloader. I was, because we got that recently, I was fixated on all the really gross things that were happening at the time. Hit the 14. Okay. Alrighty. Good stuff. I might not even need the reactor. Well, we're gonna go to Cloak 2 next. Probably. Cool. We are a winning ship in Sector 4. Hi, Core Sigma! Core Sigma. The current Mantis is claimed. But if we get another one, you are next. Hope you are doing well. How much do I want to pal around in nebulas? Like, I kind of don't. Maybe that make... Oh, so yeah, that's why I got that uneven reactor. So I could... Yes. Alright, I was pretty happy how I did that. I was pretty happy how I did all that. They just got here, Ratman. Ratman, come on. How's the run been going? So like we ran to like 5 burst laser 2s in the first 2 sectors, so that was a little bit crunchy, but generally it was pretty okay. Like really, we took 5 damage from an event that I rolled. I probably shouldn't roll because it's like low rewards, but I figured I had hull. And then we just got through like the nastiest fight by far that we've... No, we had 2. One was like it had 2 weapons, double drones really early in Sector 3, but that was... We just got boarded by Zoltan border police, And they put 4 Zoltans into my engines. And they also had Mini Beam, Ion Stunner, Flak 1, Heavy Laser. So that was, yeah. You can go on floristic. Mm-hmm. Behave, chat. And by chat, I mean Ratman. Why am I acting like chat? I'm sorry. You're all fine. Most of you. Most of you. Out of curiosity, is there like a crew kill potential here? Maybe. So, as long as one of their weapons are offline, we're totally safe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think this just works. Sure. Yeah. You just did your villain arc right now? The R stands for Rebel Atman. What level? Is it level 1? No. Is it level 1? Do 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 do. Is it level 2? It is. Oh, that's tempting, but no. So I haven't hit them. Cool. Nice and clean. So this, like, see, this is where this is cool. This Zoltan, which is Annabella, like they were just 3 reactor. Did you see? Like they stole 2 reactor and then put in here, and so they represented 3 reactor. 1 Zoltan, 3 reactor. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Store. I really don't want to remove that much reactor around anymore, though. Do we do this? Sure. Actual reactor. That's silly. We have battery. I have moving. Yeah, this is okay. It's said before hilariously dying. Attack. Should I cloak this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. guess in theory it doesn't matter. Oh, it's a breach. No, no, wait. Breach. So silly. So silly. Hey, like, ion storms are just spooky. Okay. Like, they really, really are. I hate ion storms more than any of the other hazard events. Like, yes, if you're, like, on a Mantis ship, then, like, Solar Flare is worse, because you can just die early on Mantis B or something like that, but some of the shielded ships, asteroid fields are really, really bad. Zoltan B, but, like, across the board, like, ion storms are just so disgusting, because, like, how the enemies figure out how much power they have, I understand a little bit of it, but it's mostly just, like, we do whatever we want. Yeah, because ion storms. Let's just take power now. And, like, we have everything else, right? No. How much power do I have? With the battery... So, if we don't get a crew kill, this is just low rewards. I'm probably not going to be able to get a crew kill, and I don't get to see what the ship is. I generally skip this event. Like, if you're a boarding ship with, like, maybe, like, a Zoltan Shield bypass, it's probably fine. I don't need it. I don't want to deal with it. But I just feel sad because that was not a score thing to do. Can I land my shots? It's kind of the thing. No. Good fight. It's really, really close there for a second. Like, actually just 1 second, and then you were very much dead. I have no idea what systems they're even trying to repair. Resist? No. We're feeling drone parts kind of temp. How are you still alive? That is not okay. $27. We're definitely diving at this point. Warn of my passing. I mean, technically we can't get hurt here. No, unless this hacks something annoying. Yeah, so we don't actually even like need to mash. I mean, I guess you could monster mash. 'Tis the season and all. This is gonna be such. This is gonna like. It's gonna look very similar to the last run where like we killed 1,000,000 ships, but it's gonna look like average scrap. It feels like. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, these 2 jumps and then back, I guess. Season 2 be scary. Yeah. Aww, Ramen, no. No downing like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. We just go 1, 2, and then see if I can pick up these 3. Mr. Show? I watched Mr. Show. No! All those nebula jumps, and they were honestly really bad. Like, there was just not a lot in these nebula jumps. We used to have fuel. Remember when we had fuel, chat? Remember when we had fuel, and then we hit 5 empty jumps in a row? Crow, you should have gone through that fuel depot thing. Wow. Crow does not have the Gamba spirit. No, I really don't. Well, I shouldn't say I don't. I mean, like, I'm back in the day. That's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is not death. That was not a copious amount of fuel, so denied. And I loved opening like packs of stuff. Hoping for the goods. 21 bucks and a singular fuel. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, okay. Gosh, are we just long hauling this? We could shield hack, beam through, 50-50. If it's an Artemis. Just another Sector 4 fight. Probably cloak before we hack. No, maybe not. That hits. Could possibly get hit. Yep. Oh, I already did it that way. Okay, that's fine. Just trying to think of the way to make sure that it was about as safe as possible. Like, there wasn't a guarantee that we break piloting could have been level 3. Well, maybe. I'm sure you could go to Mike's site and see if it was. Hey, MRA. Yeah, it's doing pretty alright. We had one spooky thing a little bit earlier, but we got through it, so. Zoltan Border Police put 4 crew in my engines. We had ourselves a thinky thunk. Alright, so could get the Leto online. That's an interesting option. It's probably a more realistic option of things to get, though. We did not find Envoy. Oh, see, you know what? Maybe when we bought cloaking, we should have sold the Zoltan shield. So if we got Envoy, then we would have gotten it back. To sell it again. Nah, we did not. I almost like the idea of getting the Little online versus Engines 4. I mean, 100% evasion is also nice. It's true. What sector are we in? 4. 3 shielded ships next sector is such a rarity. More offense. The only reason I don't want to do it is we get it store early next sector, and then there's just like a weapon to lock us in. I mean, I think we're fine. We have 25, 20, so we still have like 40 scrap, 50 scrap here. 55. Let's wait till after the dive. So we're gonna have glaive. Well, we had 2 halberds at one point, and we went to a store that had a halberd and a hull beam. Yeah, it's been so long since we've seen one, I'm no longer gonna keep track of them. I do actually want the fuel, though. Yeah. Alright, so if we do 4 damage, basically everything should still be online. It's kind of gross. It's very gross. Less gross. Trade a drone part for a fuel. Civilian sector, Zoltan controlled. Thinky thongs. Thinky thongs. Store. Oh, why? Why, FTL? Why? Why you gotta... Now Badger's sad. We had some score stuff going, but now it's this is very dead. Well, that's not entirely true. What we would do is we would have to dive all the way back to the exit. Like, we get to here, and then we go all the way to here, and then we just dive all the way back. And then we kill all the ships on the way. So it's fine. Ish. You just quad dive, right? Right. That's a normal thing to say. I just quad dive. Nope. Whatever. But never had to dive 8 times in a row? Look. That was so scary because I had to sell all my drone parts. Oh. It's not even first place anymore. What a time. What a time. I mean, we could. I don't want to. Buy all the fuel, because we're still light. Fart. And we're just going for mind control at this point. It doesn't matter. Like, we don't really have the boarding support. Get back up DNA bank and switch to clone bay. Get scrap recovery arm. Oh, dude, the Zoltan port. It's such a bad way to play. What did I ideally want from the store? A projectile weapon, like just like a flak one, just to so we can just hack weapons and cloak and just be 100% safe, and then we'd have 5 projectiles, so we could just kill everything and be like super safe. Mind control also would have been like a kind of just like a quick and easy pickup. Like, I have cloaking and hacking. The last system is not very important at this point. It's like, what would be beneficial? So we could go drone control just to have an offensive drone. Pre-igniter. We can go pre-igniter. It's a lot of money. But I also wanted the fuel because we were lowish on that. I'll take one. I might still go back to the other store. I guess I don't have to make the decision. Like, we would just keep this, because I don't really need to buy any upgrades right now on my ship. Because, like I said, we could just get the Leto online. Scrap recovery arm. Yeah, we did that one time, and then we also, because we also got the distraction buoys. That's a pretty good weapon setup. It's a very good weapon setup. That's 2 rocks. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. We're waiting for this to come off cooldown. Nope. Oh, why didn't I hack? Crow, buddy. Crow, buddy. Yeah. Alright. Good stuff. Yeah. Though it can, we found, well, against auto ships, there's actually like twice it's happened where I was actively hacking the weapons on an auto ship with a charge ion, and it fired the ions. It's very weird. I do want the fuel, and again, I'm just trying to win, right? Like whatever our last system is, maybe. Zoltan shield bypass. Chain up. I guess that does. That'll work. I guess that works. Crow, what about the other reloader? Think of how happy Neozar would be, Crow, if you bought the other reloader. Four shots in a halberd beam. Neozar call, what's the reloaders back? No. Mine. You have a question for me? If you could get a custom wrap paint job paint color of any kind in your car for a company completely free, what would you make it look like? I don't know. Like, I'm happy now. I used to drive, like, as long as it's, I used to drive a Toyota Corolla, and it had, like, the whatever blue teal thing that it had, and it made my car invisible. Like, I had so many people that would just, like, pull into the lane while I was there. I remember my dad was just like, yeah, sure. You, like, exaggerated, and he borrowed my car one day, and he's like, okay, I'm sorry. 2 people tried pulling into the lane while I was there. I was like, yeah. It's, like, invisible, so, like, not that. I don't like to draw attention to myself. Like, flames on the side or something like that. No. Oh, come on. Oh, this sector is super bad. Oh, this sector's the worst. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh. Honestly, should. Shadow and Rabbit, thank you for contributing points to Gromfaloon is too kind and lovely challenge. We've raised 8,000 points thus far. I think he only needs 30,000? Yeah. Play your entire car in mirrors? Yeah. Oh, Firebeam was such a good pickup, but we would have to sell the reloader. I just bought it. No, 100% at the time. Normally, I would sell the reloader here. I'm not gonna worry about it, but we should sell these two and just buy the Firebeam, or not bought the second reloader because it's really not that good in this spot. Musica. Don't bore me. Oh, right. Zoltan Shield. I remember things sometimes. I've played FTL before. Kishiro and Everbadger, thank you again for contributing to Grom is Too Kind and Lovely Challenge. Very proud of all of you. Yeah, I can only do 2,000 a day. That's like the max limit for these like group challenges. Oh, there's an ad coming in? Why? I also didn't like this sector out very well, but I just didn't like this sector very much. It was a store? It was a flak? Alright. Alright, we're just gonna run the ads and look at the store. Look at it. We'll be back. Did you groceries? No, no! I don't do that. I'm back in 51 seconds. Research person must ask an important question. Thank you for your feedback. Is that anybody who's contributing to good old Grom? I've rated Grom many a time. Many a time. Tossing flak. It's an interesting call. Core Sigma, thank you also for contributing 2,000 cocoa points to Grand Falloon is too kind and lovely challenge. Yeah, it's a call to be sure that we could pick up the flak here. I'm kind of tempted to just go firebomb to try and set up crew kills. Could fully fund it if there wasn't a cap. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. So I was on Grom's channel and he was talking about challenges. And I was like, I'm just gonna. I have, and I know people here because I don't really have like noteworthy point sinks, and you are such dedicated viewers. And so he was doing some challenge, and I was like, I just throw points at like whatever. Like anytime there's just any community challenge, I just like, it's not like, oh, that's a game that I specifically want to see played or something. Unless I like really, really despise the game. Like if they're like, I'm gonna play Witcher 2, I would be like, no, I'm not gonna do that to you. You say that when you got rid of Music Hall. I did get rid of Music Hall. I still have no idea what Music Hall would be. I am really bad at that one about the double automated reloaders, because like reloaders are different than like training. It operates in a weird way. They do stack, but I think it's additive, not multiplicative, and it's like a little bit different than how it works. I think it's technically less than 20%. Is it here? I thought somebody... Oh my gosh, the ads on this, so terrible. Okay, I'm curious. Is there like a specific thing for this one? Offensive weapons, yes. No, I don't need Best Buy ads. I know you exist, Best Buy. Okay, so the augment description is somewhat misleading. It actually increases firing rate by 10%. You would think of it as increasing shots per minute. You can think of this as increasing shots per minute. Reloaders stack additively, so 3 of them increases firing rate by 30%. Cooldown is the inverse of firing rate, so 1 automated reloader divides cooldown by 1.1. I'll show you this good funness here on the wiki. Whoop. Crew scale multiplier in R is the number of reloaders. The Chinatide multiplier is this. For example, the fully trained crew and 3 reloaders multiplier is 0.80, 130, 165. Meaning a flak 1 would fire at 6.15 seconds. Yeah. And oh, sorry, just like the wiki is run by Outrider and Mike Hopley predominantly, so like they went through and scrubbed a lot of the bad or inaccurate information, I should say, try and get it more on point. I'm honestly just thinking about getting the firebomb to try for crew kills. The only problem with firebomb is it's like 2 power. But we shield hack. Hopefully we get mind control and it just kind of goes. We'll see. I don't 100% love it, but Yeah, hard math. Like I said, like I really am like, oh, I died this run. What could I have done differently? And then I go back and try and figure out all the things I could have done differently. Or I get like my Copley to look at something, or Thomas to look at something, or run it past Barb. And then it's just like, so I was like thinking this. Does that make sense? Like after the fact, try and look at it. And if like a run got like really sketchy, or there's like a store where I wasn't 100% certain about my decision when I left it, that kind of thing. Alright, we should really just invest in our ship now. Until we, I don't know. We can float 75 scrap for mind control. Hello? So one of the things is generally the weapons are supposed to depower, but depending on how much reactor or how much they've been charged, so the least charged ones are the most likely to go offline. So kind of like by cloaking and doing the swipe after, one, these weapons can potentially sync up, but we had a Zoltan shield, so whatever. But that means like this weapon comes offline, it was like much more likely to come offline than the other ones, and then we just have a completely safe fight because of it. It used to be way more consistent. It kind of made changes in terms of like how the enemies like power swap, like that there, like that was a weird thing for the game to do. $35 scrap and 35 scrap. Okay. 70 scrap seems good. Oops, all beans. That's like that's one of those like always at those like forever asked questions. What if the AI played like the player? We would all die. We would just be deaded. Super, super deaded. Three shots. So we're okay volley 1. And then maybe we do 4 damage and this is forced to come offline. Spooky thing is if they choose to run. How many crew do they have? It's 4. I guess we just kind of do the same thing we just talked about. Fair? I mean, I guess we cloak both, right? No. Mind control, mind control. 5 free damage! We've gotten 10 free damage so far, chat. I think we've taken more free damage than we have of, like, actual whole damage. So, that's good. That's good. I don't know, I guess I should have gone distressed to pick up this beacon. More likely to have money. Game, what do you do? Oh, I have things to sell. I have the boarding bot. Alright. So, again, this is... I keep farming up for stores. Like, it can be, like... The reason I just don't like the strategy is we limit on how many stores we can see. They do have mind control. Wow, they got like everything. We could sell Zoltan Shield and have triple reloaders. Hooray! No, bad chat, bad. I know you're thinking about it. Alright, let's never visit another store again. Okay, let's never visit another store again. I would really, really prefer that at this point. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Think about your blood. I'm thinking about the just skip to sector 2? Yeah. Are you now? Are you now? Oh, come on. Fire beam. No. Heavy laser. Okay. No. Sometimes when I have intrusive thoughts about reloads, I ignore them because I'm too lazy to type them in chat. It's fair. This is gonna be a prolonged fight, I think. Ah. Yeah, it's whatever. Tis whatever. Investigate. Okay, just all the money. Alright, let's get that up just in case I do run into 3 shielded ships at this point. Next, get another weapon online. Are you kidding me? There's a... Oh my gosh. So bad that there's so many stores. I guess we're gonna sell the defense drone there. Attack. Do I want a prolonged fight? Nah, they only have 2 shields. Sure. We're just negating their weapons. Pretty good. Think about it. Yes! 12. 12 free damage, chat. Heck yeah. I do have mind control. Oh my gosh, steal all of it! Yes! Yes! So dumb. Steal all the reactor. Fight, 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 fight. I guess I should just, like, I could swap to the burst to try and shoot them down, I suppose. Oh, they're pretty close up, health-wise. Alright, we're good. As if we, like, we didn't know if we had it or not at the time. No! Cool. Oh my gosh, we get to do crew kill stuff now? The best. The best time ever. Fun crew kill shenanigans. Clone Bay. Ooh, stealth weapons is actually kind of tempting. Someone say Hacko too? No. Crow, I have a question. If you wanted a Hacko too, would you be Badger Revel? Got me. Got me good. So I can take more free damage. Yep, let's do that. I guess we go level 4.
Love me a Zoltan run.
Even Void! Welcome back to the Murder Most Foul. Thank you for the 8 months of support. Love me a Zoltan run. We are a Zoltanine. Zoltanine? A Zoltanine. I stand by it. Oh, it's so annoying to move. CO2 system? No. That was a waste of scrap. I just don't even want to think about having to do any of the stuff, though. Wow, you're kind of serious. Took a lot of shots. Ka-chow! Oh, okay. Well, that ka-chow was completely unwarranted, it seems. Completely unwarranted. I mean, we're just leaving. Probably. Maybe. Yeah, the shields are back up. No, thank you. NG or Mantis? Really? Kazakh time? I need to upgrade sensors and medbay to get Kazakh. Wow, what a sparse sector. Hey, Papani. I think everyone is currently spoken for, but I can put you on the list. Maybe. Someday. Hope you're doing well. You've been well. So we go to stress, and then we go back up to here to jump over to here. Wait, how many jumps can I even get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's like all I got. I got all sorts of lists in it. Bam! Whoosh! Threw money down the drain. So when's Phasma? I don't know what the update is. The Halloween update? Has it updated? Has it dropped yet? Oh, I'm good any night but Tuesday. Alright. I will lead you to your destination. Destination is actually on the map. I don't have enough money for that yet. Sensors are worth. What is this? Yeah. Just know the future. Yeah. So I'm pretty much down whenever. I'm anticipating that an Alan Wake DLC is going to drop at some point this month. And I know Chicken Police doesn't drop. They're saying that it's going to be November 7th when that happens. And 7 days. Oh, hi, Burst Lasers. How are you today? But yeah, I am down. What a gross fight. I guess we try. I have to remember I have like a zillion shots, and we have double reloaders, so we are very, very fast. Okay, drop that down for this. So I got this. Pretty safe. Not totally safe, not completely safe, just pretty safe. Steel 3 power. Battery's almost out, though. Oh, I totally forgot I'd moved crew there. Okay, so we do that, and everything's fine. Probably. Alright, let's get the other laser online. So that goes back to now we can just weapon hack all the ships, which I generally prefer. Hey, Rua. Are we ahead of the curve? We're on point. Like, we should be fine. We had like, because we had what, cloaking, hacking, sector 4, and decent enough weapons to get the job done. Oh, you're running? Why? Mind control is worthless here. Alright, well. You win. We're gonna shield hack you. Should have cloaked that, but... Having 2 reloaders is kind of silly. It's kind of silly. We could buy a reactor. Because, like, yeah, we're crushing right now, but we haven't gotten to Shields 3 yet. We really need to push for Shields 3 at this point. Put you here. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Should we let them have a lot of fun? Oh, that's not fun. That's the opposite of fun. I probably can't even put that fire out in time. Our doors, no. Oh, we got there! Kinda want the crew kill. Kind of okay with taking the random points of damage. Just like, nope. Nope, I don't like this. I'm out of here. Thank you. Thank you for not putting it in a really awful spot. Wow, they got through really fast. They must have already hit the doors a couple times. Why aren't you out of oxygen? Why aren't you out of oxygen? Boop. Never had an orga just like chilling there? Maybe. The NG's gonna fix that so quickly. What a silly fight. What a silly fight. So they're dead now. Cool. Alright, we got there. Hey, Medjed. I mean, it would make sense. They'd be sustainable. Is that how they did it in The Expanse? I don't know. Store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we go to it anyways. Double firebomb. Battery charger. I think we'll keep with this. Sells all the shield for battery charger? This is the right play. Alright, that's a little bit out there. In that it's very, very out there. Won't be the weapons crew, right? It'll be shields crew that tries to get in, so we have time. Got all the time in the world now. Level 3 oxygen? What? Oh, you're prize fighters. Yeah, whatever. Dupe. I know it's there. I know it's there. Whatever. Chill of the bed mate, I'm trying to get into weapons. I didn't notice. On account of the double store. I think I just ignore it. Copravel. Ignore that. Go to the quest. It's not a very good sector. It's not been a good sector. Wow, 3-power drone control? That seems like not true at all. I always ask for stores every run, Crow. Yeah, no, I do. Right. I just really stopped needing them at a certain point. Oh, the bot makes it a problem, doesn't it? Bot. Oh, you want that direction? Thanks. Really, it's the only thing I can cloak are these shots. Give them a little something to work on. Look, Badger. I did an O2 hack. I did it. Oh, boarding pod, really? That's so annoying. I might just have to take the damage. Well, do I have to do anything anymore? No, I could just... Oh, they got both their weapons online, too. Ugh. Now they're going to be fighting in here, so those crew aren't going to be dying. Sugar. Yeah, I don't have power. Oh, I got like level 2 sensors. They're not going to break it anytime. Okay, this is fine. They're going to be dead first. Probably. Probably. Really? I'll take the damage. Whatever. You win. Oh my god, thank you for contributing 2,000 points to Grand Falloon. It is too kind. Too lovely challenge. In honor of Grand Falloon, who made a challenge for me. Which I don't think I finished that story, where I said that Grand Falloon made a challenge because I said that I would just give points to whatever. So he made a challenge that Crow Revel is dumb. And to my word, I gave points to it. So I retaliated by having this one of positivity. Mm-hmm. Because that's how I roll. I can't fix things on my ship. Yeah, so like this is why you can't, like the reloaders, like we shouldn't have got the reloaders ever. Like the 80 scrap I could have spent on like shields, already have them online. Like the second one definitely doesn't provide like a real benefit. Like it should be fine, but we're at Sector 7. We have 10 reactor. Well, we did. Okay. Now we have more reactor. I just have to remember to swap to firebomb. It's not great. What are you? Ten's probably fine. You arrive at a small outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "Well, what is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Crow just ignoring chat. He's had enough. I've read some of it. I read Cope Revel. I didn't read Snow Revel. You explain your mission. Hey, you sent us on a mission. Mission complete. Here's your info. We out. Your explanation is met with cynicism, murmurs of cynicism, and disbelief among the officers. General Terzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests a potential counter to rebel technology. Risk small or save none. Explain the weakness of the enemy fleet. It's a small rebel flagship. Small Tully responds. It's settled. The small rebels will be here in a matter of small moments. We'll get here. We will do what we can to hold off their small warships, but you must succeed in destroying the small flagship. Your small current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and other small repair stations can provide aid as well. Small block. And enemy Rose. Thank you for the raid. How are you? What were you up to? Are you also engaging in spooky games? Seems to be the thing. You were told you would like FTL? As somebody who has like 4,500 hours in FTL, you were lied to. Winner Guy, Emmy Dex, Tyler Davis, welcome, welcome. Darren the Wizard, hi. Muff Jedi, nice. Yeah, we're the last sector of FTL. Is that the real number of hours I have in the game? Yeah. No one has ever had fun playing FTL. We sometimes have fun. It occasionally has been had to. I love to my husband and friends. How can they do this to me? So, yeah, we're. Oh, why is there another store? Oh, we're up to like 16,000 points, and the ground balloon is too kind and too lovely challenge. Great, cool. Yeah, so it's a top-down strategy game where you start with a somewhat weak ship generally. There's a lot to choose from, and you slowly, methodically try to improve it in the hopes of defeating the Rebel flagship, which we're gonna try to do. It's a difficult game. While the UI is amazing, because like pretty much every single thing you need to know about what's going on is like on the screen always. Like always. Like this lets you know how much reactor you have. These are all your systems and how you can power them and everything. There's a lot of space. How much hull you have, where your shield systems and all that setup is. Yeah, subsystems here. The tricky part is it's a game very much like other roguelikes are kind of built on this idea of, not all of them though, but like you're going for a specific build and you're kind of trying to like snowball into victory. While that can have success in FTL is at the highest levels of play is really just trying to mitigate as much bad RNG as possible. And so I do a lot of things that can be very that can take a long time and require a lot of micro to try and get and eke out benefits. I really don't want to go to the store, but I also don't want to dive. What is fun? Mercado. I mean, we went a little silly here. Normally, I don't buy multiple long-range or multiple automated reloaders. I normally don't buy any reloaders unless I have a real specific reason for it. All right, so for the flagship, we should get level 2 oxygen at some point just to deal with a potential O2 hack. Description of trying to mitigate bad RNG. Yeah, there's like a lot of it, and like I said, it's been around for what, 12 years now. I was gonna say long range scanners. I would never say long range scanners. Ugh. Chat, you know me. I guess. I really just don't want to go to another store. We got forced into a bunch of stores. Again, normally I like stores, but I don't need stores. I need money. I need money. All right. Sorry, nothing personal. We're under orders. So these are the rebels. These are the bad people that they're slowly taking over the galaxy and they're trying to stop us. That's a flak 2. Probably an Artemis. Boarding. All right. So we're just changing our reactor from systems we don't need it currently in. Will 2 show up? Yeah, it's a start. Imagine a little ship that started with long range scanners. Imagine Crow would sell them at the first opportunity, only if they buy me shields. I remember I was having an argument with somebody about like, oh, long range scanners are Zoltan shields, and I just go, flip it. All the starting Zoltan ships, take away their Zoltan shields, give them long range scanners, and they're all awful. They're all awful. You take all the stealth ships and you take away their long range scanners, but you give them Zoltan shields, all of them are busted. Stealth B with a Zoltan shield? Like, are you kidding me? That thing would crush. Absolutely crush. I really don't have, like... Alright, I guess we'll do this wipe just to see if we can knock down shields a little bit. All the stealth ships start with long-range scanners. Yeah, and all the Zoltans just have Zoltan shields. All right, so we're doing actually like one of my favorite strategies, or one of the best strategies, is we're doing hacking cloaking cycles against their weapons. And essentially negating their weapon system entirely. This really took a long time to be embraced by the community as a strategy, surprisingly enough. Solid Swede was really promoting it for a while. Before it was like, oh, this is like really good. Alright, cool. So now we're safe as long as we have 2 shields up. I don't have 2 shields up, but we could have 2 shields up. Swap crystal augments with Zoltan augments? Why would you say that, Badger? Why would you say that? Just because I had are kind of short. How long are they? So I'm pretty slow and methodical, and I explain things to chat. If I wasn't doing that, they probably range somewhere between like 2 to 4 hours. Again, it just depends on how much into the microing I get, and that's on hard mode. But 2 hours, 4.5k hours. Thank you very much. Yeah, that I would say like 2 to 3 is the range. There are some players who are very, very fast. There are actually players who play without pause. So yeah, you can pause anytime you want in the game, and then you can give like commands to where the crew go, and they actually have like really specific squares. But I do, I get really micro-intensive. And right now, like I said, we're trying to go for a crew kill. Do I want to hack weapons here? They're not in the room yet, but I think we'll get a kill, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's not mention Mike Hopley. Mike's a beast. I love Mike. So the reason we're trying to go for a crew kill here, sometimes referred to wrongly as a bio kill, we only say crew kills, it's whatever, is we have a chance of rolling higher rewards if instead of just destroying the ship, we just kill all the crew that are aboard it. So the 2 systems we're using right now, so this is hacking. It's right here on our ship. We had to buy it to get it on our ship. And what it does is it essentially reverses whatever system we're locked into whenever we activate it. So for like weapons, instead of their weapons charging, their weapons drain. If we did it on their oxygen system, it would actually drain oxygen from their ship. And with shields, like it would drain their shields and leave them vulnerable. And also we're now using it in conjunction with cloaking. Both of these systems are temporary. Like this is it on its time down. At level 2, it's 10 seconds. So once this runs out, we'll go back to normal. But it boosts our evasion by 60%. And our base evasion right now is 40%. So we get 100% evasion. Second on that list? Yeah, that was for you. Fight, 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 fight. And so, like, now it's on cooldown. So this is, like, almost every one of these pips, or, like, this number 3 here, signifies that, like, that's, like, 5 seconds. And so this system has a cooldown, and this system has a cooldown. So that's why we're alternating them to, like I said, it essentially negates enemy weapon systems at high enough levels. Because this just gives us 100% evasion for a certain amount of time, 5, 10, or 15 seconds. And then this just locks them out of their weapons for 4, 7 to 10. And we just use the ability of one to offset the cooldown of the other. It's awesome. Unless you accidentally turn off AE mode and don't notice until you're halfway through the run. That only happened the one time. And this is, you know, I try to show you the world. And yet... Okay, so I can kill them here with the halberd beam. That's not a problem. How do I kill them? Well, they're not going to run to the medbay here. No, of course they are, because they're down to 15 health. Crow, you were just totally wrong. Silly, silly Crow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I guess we just shoot O2. No. And we'll asphyxiate them at this point. It's gonna take a while. Like I said, so like we're gonna do like this strategy, like this kind of a kill takes 100 seconds. Like it essentially takes 100 seconds for the ship to run out of oxygen. But the AI uses certain priorities, and so it actually is more concerned about getting the weapons repaired. So they're going to be sitting doing that for a while, a very long while, because while we actually have hack on, not engaged, but just on the system, it doubles the repair time. So it goes from 12.5 seconds to, for a human, to 25. And yeah, so there's all these like little systems and how they work and how they function in the game, where it's like you know how the enemy's gonna prioritize in doing repairs, how you can manipulate which squares your crew are in. That can be beneficial. There's a lot. There's a lot. But it also has like, that's why most people would like recommend you start out on easy mode, because it's not easy. And it just helps you understand, like, being able to identify what all the weapons are so you can figure out how safe you are in a fight. Kuro's really good at game. Thank you. $78. Oh, that was good crime. Such good crime. Okay, repair is not a fight. It's just free stuff. All right. So we want level 2 oxygen, like I said, in case they hack our O2. That would be a real problem because they could kill us. But now with level 2 oxygen, even if they hack it, we could just naturally power it, and they can't kill us that way. That's good. Let's go 3 cloaking as well. Buy another 2 reactor. We've done 2 power, yeah. And this is the final boss. This is Rebel flagship. It's gonna make its way to the base, and then if it's there for 3 turns, it blows up the base and you lose. We have to stop them because we're the good guys. Definitely the good guys, not committing war crimes all the time. Auto ships. Okay. So there's no actual crew on this, so there's no crew killing. And yeah, you also like there's all this information, as I said, like we can see how many shields they have, we can see their hull, we can in fact see their systems. And once you become familiar with like the weapons, you can be like, oh, that's a heavy laser 1, that's a chain laser, that's probably heavy ion. And they have offensive drones. Oh no, that's a Mark II. Oops. Slow and steady wins the race, I guess. The crew could do a few war crimes as a treat. As a treat. Hey, Matchhead. Yeah, you know. That's a pretty good volley. So I have two projectile weapons, and I have a halberd beam. And the halberd beam like has this path, and so it cuts along that path, and it does 2 damage, reduced by however many shield bubbles are up. So we use our shots to suppress their shield bubbles to set up the halberd beam to do quite a bit of damage. That's the plan. Don't need to cloak yet. Yeah. Cool. So, like, in this situation, a lot of players would have just, like, hacked shields, so that forces all their shields down, and then they would have just, like, cut a beam path with them and then tried shooting them. Which can be effective, absolutely, but like I said, risk management. Oh, they had 2 shields up, so we dealt no damage. But like I said, I'm of the mindset, like, if a fight takes me 3 times longer than somebody else, but I guarantee that I don't take any damage, then that's how I'm gonna do it. Sector 8 operates differently than other sectors. So, like, normally when there's, like, a map, we're trying to go from the left. That's really what FTL stands for. And there's, like, a rebel pursuit line, and they're overtaking beacons as it goes. Oh, ads. I'll snooze you for a bit. But at the end, they're kind of, like, randomly taken over, as you and the flagship are kind of forced to meet at the base. Defend the outpost. This is really good. Anytime that says outpost or station, they are guaranteed double rewards. So it's going to be worth a lot of money. Bum, bum, bum. Really, really? Yeah, I will make it look about as bad as anybody. Like, I try to just squeeze out every advantage that I can. I mean, other players do as well, but, like, I use micro pauses. So, like I said, the game has a pause button, and, like, I could just, like, pause, move that crew there, and open up all the doors if I want to, move other crew elsewhere, and then, like, that just all happens in an instant. But I'm even worse about it because your middle mouse button is also a pause. So there will be times where I'm, like, doing just a few frames of advancement so I can, like, depower weapons, power my shields. Well, generally it'll be power my engines for a second, and then, like, repower them all back on. Just because I only need power for the evasion. Footing out Sector 8 doesn't care about fleet pursuit, yeah. So yeah, it can get intense. Probably should put my pilot back in piloting. Just trying to make this fight safe. Alright, so their halberd beam means I only need 2 shields. Also, this ship comes with an augment. It's a Zoltan shield that signified by these pips here that absorbs shots and refills every single jump. But we're going to lose it now-ish. I still need its weapon system offline. Oh, good, they're boarding. That's sort of an annoying spot. Yeah, so they have a teleport system, which means they can actually send crew over to our ship. We also could buy a teleporter, or some ships start with it, and you could do boarding strategies, which is even more micro. Also, Badger's talking about Crystal Vengeance because I once shot my own crew with my own augment once. It's what I'm known for. So hacking's up next. I need their weapon system to be safe before I can actually, like, purposely try for a crew kill. You weren't gonna bring it up? You brought it up twice this run. Twice. So, like, here's like a little micro thing that's going to be pretty common. So this human's punching on my Zoltan here, right? It's punching on Tannabelle. Very rude. So we're going to send our crew out of the room and then place them back in the room like this. So they just swap squares. So it splits the damage that they're taking. Oh my gosh, I have to do so much damage to get that missile offline. So much damage. Okay, so we're actually going to drop our shields to power engines. Level 2 will be fine. Alright, we're actually going to pull our pilot here to deal with this border. And even though our weapons are charged, like I said, what we're doing now is waiting for our cloaking to come down of our hacking to come down from cooldown so that it's available whenever I need it. Two shields up to deal with this. Yeah, with 4 shields, it's just too hard to control the fight. Let's cause more damage, just as a distraction. We might not be able to get the crew kill here. It's fine. Evasion, cloak that. Oxygen back online. Minor set that. You're at 55 health. It's unlikely. Unfortunate. I really wanted to bring him into this room. Oh well, I'm just gonna kill him. Plus I got our double rewards, that's good enough. 41 and 60. So much money. How close are we to the flagship? Alright, let's get a repair. Twitch is telling me that I have to run an ad, so we'll run it before the flagship fight. It exists, so you can throw runs for achievements. Yeah, some of the achievements for this game are very much like, it's super unlikely that you're gonna win trying to go for some of them. Though Ray was doing, like, didn't like Ray do like a cycle whilst also unlocking the ships? He's like really good. All right, so yeah, we'll run an ad. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and then we'll find ourselves a flagship. Thanks everyone for hanging out. See you on the other side. Ads are still running, so we don't do gameplay. We don't do games. Try not to. Also, have I missed all the amazing Crystal Vengeance stories? You're talking about the fuel when the ship runs out? That's funny. Press save. Yeah. Ray is like a... I don't know how good Ray is. Ray is like the one... It's like such an enigma because I've never got to watch Ray play. Regional equivalent. That's right, turn. I don't know what that... I don't know what time people run in other places. I don't want to presume. So... It's also like an old Total Biscuit thing. He was just like, it's like $34, your regional equivalent. Like, oh, that's funny. Not really. It was just like a normal line because there's different prices in different countries, and I stole it for myself. But yeah, I know. Like I said, Kerning Ray is one of those players I like doesn't stream. I've watched borrowed things from other players to help improve my own game. Okay. I don't love this situation, but it's a situation I find myself in. We could do this. We could do this. Get a reactor. The thing I don't like is trying to get this to work. To get, I want to kill off as many crew on the enemy ship as I can in phase 1. Yeah, like, we're just not, like, we don't have 4 shields, so we're not super safe. And of course, they also could potentially hack us and make things very unpleasant. So, Crow, you know how you said you don't trust me as a pilot? Would we get a new one? How did that work out? Like, how many dodges have you really had to do? Look, like, we got a universal airbag around the ship. It's fine. You did all right. You did all right, Badger. Always feels a bit scary. As long as we can keep their missiles suppressed. We'll see. The other thing is we have Zoltan shield, so their hack is delayed, so we don't even know if it's going to work or not. Alright, this is it. This is the Rebel flagship. This is the final boss of FTL. If you're able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Yeah, okay. It's very large. It is not small. I guess we can use battery for this. Alright, well... Oh, they got in through... I screwed that up then. I should have had that landed before, so they would have broken it for me. Sure. Okay, we've already got past all those. Okay, so... No evasion. This has taken 3 damage, so that will be offline now. And Firebomb lands. Oh, did you actually breach? Okay, so here's the trick, right? Because we have the Zoltan's shield up, they couldn't fire hacking, so we don't know where the hack is going to land, and it could be really problematic. Very, very problematic. Okay, they're hitting my battery, looks like, or possibly doors. I can't remember if it attaches up here for doors. That's a little bit gross, because I really don't have reactor for this. Let's turn off the halberd beam. Okay, so like I said, so their hack is draining battery power, which is why I'm missing... Ooh. I just moved the screen because I was at the edge of it. I'm running now 2 reactor, a little bit less than what I had. But that's fine. That's like that I can work around. Good dodges. Okay, the system's still on fire, still burning down. All right, so the micro we were doing there is, like I said, is we were depowering our weapons to put more power in our engines so we could get the dodges. The breach is kind of annoying. Okay. So like I said, right now we're just trying to focus on crew kill. So this missile system's offline. If we cloak this, it's very difficult for this and this to sink in a way that'll harm us. And I'm actually kind of okay taking some hull damage to ensure that their crew is dead, or a good number of them are dead. Health. Firebomb blowing up is not going to kill here. We'll wait a bit. Ah, they cloaked. I was off on the cloak cycle. That's fine. Again, we are relatively safe. Ideally, we only want to leave 2 crew alive on their ship. Really close. Okay, so we should probably just get the halberd beam online at this point. Cloak the ions. All right. You're gonna stop here, right? Cool. That was a really good phase 1. That was very ideal until all those shots hit. Aww. Still, we take it. And just to get reactor. Took damage, time to reset run. Little jinxed a little bit at the end. Yeah, would have been avoidable. Probably was at some point. Okay.
So we're actually... Oh, we can take a fight and come back. Maybe this is a fight here. I think it's worth going for. Try and farm a little bit of money. Yeah, there's actually 3 phases of the flagship fight. Totally fight the rebel ship. Is that a DD1? No. I screwed that up. That's amazing. Good job, me. Alright, not screwing things up now. Maybe, possibly. Didn't get there. Alright, so the missile's offline. They still have 2 offensive drones in this. It's still a little spooky. Now we just have to patiently wait until we land enough shots that Halberd Beam can cut through their ship. Because now they pull the pilot and they have damage to engines, so yeah. No. I think we'll just kill you. Sounds good. 64, contact survivors, 3 hull repaired. Oh, it's like I planned it. So good. So good. Let's get 2 more reactor, shall we? Da, 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 da. Rigged? What? No, no, no. I knew that event was there because I calculated the number of events that occur and then the likely... No, I did. Oh, I gotta go. All right, now I want to sit back at the base. This is all... We want to fight them at the base in phase 2 because it sets up phase 3 for us. You chase down the flagship and discover it's heavily damaged from the previous fight. Scans indicates redirected considerable power to its drones. Get ready for a fight. Yeah. So it lost its hacking. It's lost its door system, whatever. And it's lost its cloaking. But now it has a drone system as well as a surge, which essentially is an environmental hazard. So no amount of damage to this ship, save killing it, stops the surge from happening or lessens it. And it fires out a bunch of drones, offensive drones that encircle your ship and do copious amounts of damage. It's very unpleasant. Oh, I probably can't really use Leto here. Alright, well, mind control of them there. The bypass. So this DD1 can shoot down the drone, also is probably just always going to shoot down our Leto. And it's very deep on the depth chart here. So I essentially have to do like 7 damage to the system for this to come offline. That's not going to happen, so Leto's just isn't going to really do anything right now. Okay, so we do that, and we do this. And now I have a boarding bot on my ship, which again, I can't really like defend against it. The mind control isn't really like, isn't super important right now because this crew is going to be distracted in repairing shields now the whole time. Okay, so if I do... So that's 10 and 11 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Oh yeah, it's 11, 12. 20, 22, 20. I think we just do a level 3 cloak now. Kind of like preemptively cloak, try to get through the surge, because I'm vulnerable to taking a lot of hits here. Oh, no, no, no. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I wasn't paying attention to my Zoltan stole power there. Crow, remember why we said we don't like Zoltans? Yes. That's the why. I know. We're gonna get tagged a little bit here. By a little bit, I mean potentially a lot. Because of that one little mistake I made. I guess we can try. Of course, I don't have somebody in shields to refresh my shields quickly. I control the shot. That's fine. Again, this is the problem with that. I went double reloader. I could have like 2 more reactor right now, which would be way more beneficial. Yeah, well, because I screwed up here because I ran the crew through. I missed it. And then also, like, one of my shots collided with a drone, even though we weren't. And we were way off there because I needed 12. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. We only got the second pulse of the surge, so that helps. But it does feel like we took a little bit of a victory lap before we really had everything done. Alright, we're using level 2 oxygen to cancel out the drain from the breach so we can get it repaired. Like, this part should go okay, I would imagine. I don't know, it just depends on how much it dodges, of course. Alright, so phase 3, the flagship's gonna jump away, it circles this beacon, and then jumps back. So the reason we want to fight at the base is, like, all these beacons here, if we jump to them, they're elite fights and have an ASB. So these are really, really nasty fights. And so they're not safe. But the base is always safe, unless there's a flagship on it. So what we can do is we can jump here with the flagship, and we can fight it. Now, if they still had crew on board their ship, they would just start setting borders over. And sometimes that can be, like, a real problem. Or, like, we just get bad RNG and, like, a key system catches on fire or something. What we can do now is, if things go wrong, is we can jump back to the base, and there's a turn before the flagship joins us. So we can jump back to the base, fix all the vital systems that we need to fix, kill all those borders off. This is why it's called the kidnap strat. And then fight phase 3 over again, minus all that crew that you didn't want to deal with. Gosh, I want this, but I also kind of want this in case things go sideways. Because, like, I can't fix... Like, I won't be able to repair this. I just can't fix it. Like, the Mantis just can't fix that. Not in time. Not in time. But... is everyone in the right position here? Looks to be. This is where hopefully the double reloaders actually prove their value. You're not certain how it's able to keep fighting without the damage it sustained. Looks like it's transfer power to the teleport as well. Some kind of super weapon. Be prepared. This is it. Yeah, and also, like, I don't have, like, really enough shots to overpower here. So I can't, like, we're going to have to shield hack. Eventually. But the reason we're leaving one crew here is there's an AI that takes over if you crew kill. Because, like, normally if you crew kill a ship that is full of crew, then you win. So they already thought ahead of that, and like I said, an automated system kind of kicks on, which, in fact, gives it better dodging than if there's one crew alive. So it's just a minor element to try and improve the odds. Cool. Okay. Hack engaged. Do we just do like a level 2 surge? Cloak? I think we can get away with this then. All right, so with the halberd beam from here to here, and no pilot means that their evasion's going to be 0, so that's going to bring that offline. No, it's not. Just kidding, because that's level 3. So that's 2 damage, that's 4 damage, that's offline. Do I want the lasers offline, or do I want their MC offline? Or do I just hit them in the shields? Probably just hit them in the shields. And then 12 seconds later, this will be broken, so they have 0 evasion. GG's. That's it. That's all. What a weird run. Why are they always... I don't know. Thank you, Blue Nacho, Rat Mambos, Maniac Badger, and Tannabelle for joining the crew. Like, I knew buying the second reloader was definitely a bad idea. Probably the first one was a bad idea, too. Sorry. 49.76. Yeah, it was weird. Just because, like, what was it? Sector 3, where we had hacking, cloaking, halberd beam, and, like, the Leto. And it was just like, all right, like, all we just need was another weapon. Then we pretty quickly found, like, the heavy ion, and felt like that was, like, pretty good position to be in. Right? But then, I don't know. 52, 56. Gross. So, back to keeping track of stats again. Win. I mean, 42 is slightly